Oh hi there big boys and welcome to my review of Mask of Mists for Nintendo Switch. This is a fun game actually. To be fair, I started off and I was like, not a big fan of this, but as I got to the end I was like, actually no, this is quite enjoyable. It's quite enjoyable. So, it's a sort of Zelda-like first-person RPG, well not really RPG, that seems, I want adventure game? Basically a first-person Zelda game if it was bite-sized with only 6 mini dungeons and about 2-3 hours long. But you know, it's really fun. It's a really fun game, to be honest. And we'll get to why. So, here's the main problem with the game, which is why I wouldn't recommend this game on Switch, to be honest, which is probably the main reason you're watching this video, is it runs at 30 FPS, which would be fine, but it's the fact the game looks bloody awful. You can't see this on the trailer, because I couldn't find a Nintendo trailer, but I did manage to find like a PC trailer, which is this one. But the render distance is appalling. It's about as far as, I'd say, 2 meters ahead of you. It's about as far as it gets properly rendered. The rest of it, you still get this weird LOD, level of distance, which is what LOD stands for, issue, and it just looks awful, to be honest. So, yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Which is a shame, and yeah, obviously the 30 FPS is not nice either. Plus it goes below that at certain places, but the main problem really is the actual graphics just aren't very good. And I mean, the actual texture and stuff are fine, it's just the sort of render distance. But anyway, that's something I'm going to point out, 'cause that's my main problem with the game, really. So there's a small little overworld that you can walk about in, like you would get in a Zelda game. There's lots of backtracking, you know, you go to a house to like make a potion, to go to the other side, and then put some stuff there, pick up an axe, and then go back to a tree and chop it down, that sort of thing. Which is quite nice. Gets a bit annoying because it's kind of hard to know where to go sometimes because there's no map or anything like that. There's no hint system either, and if you haven't played it for a while and you're not gonna have a clue what you're doing. I did have to go on a walkthrough a few times because I was left dumbfounded, to be honest. I was about to say confuzzled, but I don't think that's a real word, and I think it's one of those words idiots say. Regardless, so what else is there? There's not really much of a story. There's technically a story, but I don't think it really counts. You know, it's just there's an introduction and an ending, and there's also a final boss at the end, which is very easy, to be honest. The actual game overall is very easy, to be honest. The actual puzzles are the main meat of the game, because the combat is really easy. You basically just walk backwards while spamming the right shoulder button to try and attack them, and you also get a gun at some point so you can shoot them. You also get upgrades to your stuff, it's pretty good. And you can find stuff around. There's loads of secrets. You cannot escape the secrets, I swear. Some of them are really well hidden, and some of them really aren't. But you know, so that's good. I feel like, and I mean, I didn't find all the secrets. There was an area which I could, if I found all the secrets, I'd get a special item, which I don't know what it is, but that's quite exciting, I suppose. Yeah. What else is there to talk about? Yeah, you basically the combat is just really boring, really, because it's so easy, and you get health potions you just use every time you get shot or hit, and then you're, you know, sorted really. There's only like 3 enemies in the game as well, maybe 4, maybe 4. Yeah, definitely not the focus. But you know, the puzzles are quite good though. A lot of the time, I wouldn't say. I mean, a lot of the time they are just you've picked up an item, now go find the other item you've got to use it with. But luckily, you don't have to look in your inventory and use it on every single item. You just go up to it, press A, and then it'll say, do you want to use this on this? Which is very helpful, because I don't know how you're supposed to work out. You're supposed to give a ruby to a tree to unlock a secret shop, which is like, what? And that's not even a secret, you need it, I'm pretty sure. Fairly sure, at least you do if you need to get all the health buffs, which you probably don't need, but you might as well get it. But yeah, overall, I thought the game was quite enjoyable, and I did enjoy some of the level design in the dungeons were actually decent, to be fair. It's quite well. I mean, there was definitely some tough puzzles, but also a load of really easy ones. But overall, I would recommend this game, but do not play it on the Switch, and also definitely get it on a deep sale because of the fact it is very short. And for a game like this, I sort of expected longer. But you know, it's still a fun game. But I guess if you've really got nothing else to do and you have to play it on a Switch, then play it on a Switch. But regardless, that's my review of Mask of Mists for Nintendo Switch. So thanks for watching, big boys. This is an point in time, and bye.